What's good, YouTube? Today is a very special day because I finally went stage 1 on my B8 Audi S4 using Jackal tuning. Alright, so first drive with the Jackal tune on, let's see how it does. So I'm gonna start off in comfort mode, let the car get warmed up a little bit. Go. Alright, so driving is pretty smooth right now. I'm currently in comfort mode, not noticing too much difference right now. I think the throttle response is much smoother, maybe. One thing I will say, it shifts excellently. The car always shifts excellently, but right now I feel like it's just butter, especially in this comfort mode right now. One thing I do want to know is, did it fix my kind of lurching issue when it turns, or when the lurching issue when I stop and go? Usually when I stop right here at a stop sign, I would go and it would jolt. So let me see. Oh. Okay, yeah, so I stopped right there and the car didn't jump forward. I'll probably play a clip for you so I can show you what I'm talking about. But usually it will have like a heavy lurch and a dump noise. And usually that's a sign of, like, you know, a bad transmission mechanics. So I just had the whole transmission replaced as well as the mechanics. So it shouldn't be that, hopefully. But I think the tune actually kind of lightened up a little bit. So I'm gonna try it again up here. All right, here we go. Yeah, it just took off. No jolts, nothing. Excellent work, Jackal. So you guys hear some supercharger noises. I'm gonna switch it to dynamic mode right now. It's dynamic. All right, we're at the I'm gonna give it some beans right here on this turn. Let's see what it does. Oh! Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's smooth. That is smooth. Now, one thing I will say about this car is that I won't be able to feel like the full power benefit because I don't have an upgraded heat exchanger. And this car gets heat soaked absolutely immediately. So one pull in the car, supercharger is done for the whole day pretty much. It's downshifting very fast. And with dynamic mode now, I believe it's holding like about 3,000 RPMs. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, so dynamic mode wants to keep me at about 2,500 to 3,000 RPMs with the Jackal tune. I have to remember what it was before, but I think it was a similar range. But right now it's pretty much holding 2,700 RPMs. I'm gonna get on tow real quick and see. I'm gonna do a casual merge on, see what it does. Oh yeah. Oh, we are up to speed. We are up to speed by a lot. Golly. Look, all I can say is that it's a pretty quick car now. Yeah, this is nice. Now, one thing I will say, just being completely honest, I'm not sure if I'm noticing like an 86 horsepower difference per se, or a 64 pound-foot increase in torque. I think I really want more of that low-end torque so I can actually push back into the seat. But so far, I haven't really been pushed back into my seat per se. It definitely shifts way smoother. The transmission seems more educated per se. Before it was kind of guessing to see where do I want to be in the rev limiter or the rev range. Now it is like, okay, you need to be here, you need to be here. It's telling me where I need to be pretty much, and it's always right when it tells me. That's how it feels now. So for the transmission tune, absolutely excellent. Now for the increased power, I'm not necessarily feeling it yet. So right now we're holding about 2,900 RPM. So I'm gonna give like a slight pull and see what it does. I'm just gonna floor it. Oh yeah, it jumps fast. Ooh. Ooh. Oh yeah. Yep, so we got up to the speed limit right there. Got up to the speed limit very fast. So it's definitely climbing gears a lot faster. I can see the numbers on the speedometer moving maybe like 0.5% faster, if that's a thing or how to measure that, but numbers are moving much faster than before on stock tune. And I'm putting it back in comfort mode and see how it cruises. So yeah, comfort mode, we're going about 70 miles per hour. Yeah, we're holding about 2,300 RPMs in comfort mode. I think before we'll try to hold about 2,000 at least. But now it seems we're holding a higher RPM, so we're always ready to go in comfort mode as well, I guess. Yeah, cruising down to 60. Right now it's holding about 2,000 RPM, so let's see if it downshifts any. And well, I just noticed just going to a casual stop, I didn't even see any downshifts. It just smoothly, unless it just held fourth gear and then put me in first gear once I stopped, which is probably what it did, but I didn't see any shifts happen at all. It was a smooth, no jolt transition to first gear. So excellent work. I love the transmission, how it performs now. Yeah, the thing that I'm loving the most so far is the transmission. It is excellent the way I get onto the power. So I'm gonna do a U-turn right here, and I'm gonna turn traction control off. Okay, dynamic mode. We're gonna throw it into manual mode. So I'm gonna do this U-turn here, and we're gonna see how good it takes off. You can just judge off of my reaction here. Let's go ahead, give it a spin. Oh! Oh! Golly! Yeah, nah, that's different. That is definitely different. So the car actually got a little sideways there on that U-turn. Wow. Wow. Okay, now I'm impressed. Oh man. And what I love about the car, it just, okay, you lose control and then it just hooks immediately. As soon as you point the wheel where you want to go, it just goes. That's the benefits of all-wheel drive and driving an Audi S4. And man, Audi makes it so easy to have high horsepower numbers. It just hooks so well. It really controls itself. And the overall drivability of the car, it has not changed at all. And you're gonna hear this term a lot, but pretty much most people who get the Jackal tune, they say stage 1 is how the car actually came from the factory. And right now, I think I fully believe that the transmission shifts a lot better. The power is a lot smoother. And that's the main thing I wanted with this car, smoother power transition pretty much. I wanted to be in that power band all the time. Stock tune, when I took off in first gear, I believe, I'll get to about, second gear, which is like a second later, and there's no more power. It's just like, okay, we're just cruising normally, but I want to feel just being pushed back just a little bit the whole way through. And that's what Jackal tuning provides with the stage 1 tune. You're not being just forced to push back into your seat. That's not what that is. It's kind of just always in that power band. You feel like you're accelerating the whole time, the whole way through, and that's what I'm enjoying about the tune so far. Now, granted, I'm probably not utilizing the whole 86 wheel horsepower that's being downloaded because I need a new heat exchanger. I need to get my test pipes, things like that. So simple things like that will improve the performance and make the power much more accessible and readily available all the time, instead of just like, on the first pull and then it's done, like how it is pretty much right now. And cruising on the tollway, I only noticed like the slightest of differences in terms of like, power wise. It feels just about the same, but as you know, this is a supercharged car. It's not meant for like, it's not meant for the 70 to 100 to 150 range. It's meant for like the 0 to 60 time. All-wheel drive, launch control. It's meant to get you there off the line. So that's what I'm going to test a little bit more off this launch control here in a second. But as I was saying, on the highway, it wasn't much difference besides just, it's just always a nice, smooth drive. Besides that, I didn't feel like any extra boost of energy passing anybody. This felt about the same. In terms of merging onto the freeway or tollway, it definitely got up there quicker. I'm not saying just a lot faster, but it got there quicker. And it was very smooth the whole way through. Shifts were crispy. Couldn't even tell it was shifting. It was just going and going and going. So for me personally, it felt really good waking up this morning knowing that I had a 400+ horsepower car sitting outside that I could drive anytime that I wanted. So, I mean, who can complain about that? Kicks down so fast. So yeah, dynamic mode takes it all the way to about 3,200 RPM, and then it shifts to the next gear. That's just out of first gear, and it just shows that it's always ready to go. As soon as I just tap it, we're just already right there. Oh man! All right, launch control real quick. Let's try it. Woo! 4 seconds. 4 seconds. Wow. Also ran 3.77 with 2 passengers on the second attempt. 4.04 seconds. The original time was like 4.41, best time stock tune. So we knocked off 0.41 seconds pretty much off the whole time. And imagine if I had like an actual heat exchanger and if it was cold outside, I could have actually ran like a sub 4, 390 or something like that. Especially if I had like a good set of tires on right now. Like imagine what I could have ran. So far I'm absolutely impressed. This is magnificent. I launched at 3,200 RPMs or 3,200 RPMs. I believe that's the max setting. You can launch at what, 2,400, 2,800, and 3,200, I believe. I'll go back and check it out. But it's 3 launch control settings. I launched at the highest one and I got a 4.04. Absolutely amazing. And you can actually feel it. You're being pushed back into the seat, exactly what I wanted from this tune, to actually feel the torque at the low RPM, just to be pushed back into the seat. It was actually amazing. And then going back to what I said before, this car is meant for those low 0 to 60 pulls. That's where this car really shines. On the tollway, on the highway, freeway, it just does its thing. It's just a quick car, gets up to speed very fast. You know, not too much difference, but driving it regularly, like especially in dynamic mode. Let me switch real quick. Dynamic mode, you're cruising around like 3,000 RPM, so the torque is always there instantly when you want it. Look, just a little blip, you can hear the supercharger spool up, like literally. Absolutely excellent work for stage 1. This is on stock parts, except for the cold air intake in the front. Everything else about the car is completely stock. So this is my first reaction to driving with the Jackal tune. I'm going to do a different video where I kind of explain, I'm going to answer all the questions that I wanted to know about Jackal tuning. So now that I have the tune, I'm going to answer some questions that I have, and then if you have any questions about the car as well, drop them down below. I may post this before I do the question thing and get some more of your questions answered, or I'll just do an update video. But other than that, stage 1 tune, this is absolutely amazing work. I'm running 4 seconds 0 to 60 now in a stock Audi S4. Like, I could not be happier right now. And the tune was like, what, 660 bucks from Jackal, and installed in like 15-20-ish minutes or so. Like, I literally cannot complain right now. So I believe this met and exceeded my expectations. I believe this is an absolutely marvel of work. The car is actually fun to drive. You feel power throughout the whole torque band, bro. The whole rev range, you feel the power all the way through. And that's something that you didn't have before the stock tune. You get to about, as soon as you get to second gear, don't expect any more power. In this car, you're second, third, and you're still pushing more power. So absolutely love what Jackal has done with their tune. I think with the stage 1 tune, you can actually make the passenger in your car steer. As a driver, you won't really feel terrified driving the car at all, but I feel like if you're a passenger with 86 more horsepower to the car, you'll definitely feel a sense of like, okay, slow down, I had enough with the stage 1 tune. So all right, so that's like my first thoughts of the Jackal tune. I'm going to do another video where I actually go through and answer all the questions that I had with the Jackal tune. So questions about like the launch control, what are the actual what is selective launch, what increments do I have and how do I use it, how long does the tune take to load up, how responsive is Matt at Jackal tuning, does it clear check engine lights, does it improve my times. All right, so that's pretty much my first thoughts on the Jackal tuning, my first drive with it. And I'm going to do a different video where I kind of answer all the questions that I had about the tune, so about selective launch, check engine lights, and just a bunch of different things. I'll do that in another video. I'll probably tag it right here in this corner if you want to check that one out as well. But if you think about getting a stage 1 Jackal tune for your Audi S4 or any stage, I would say definitely go for it. Matt is very responsive. The tune came in very quickly, and I'm pushing 419 horsepower off a stage 1 download file with a cold air intake. Of course, this improved the car beyond what I thought it could do. I knew it could do more, but just how easy it was to get it to this point with a single file is why I'm so impressed with the tune. So I'm doing more stages later on. I'll get stage 2, stage 3, dual pulley, all that stuff. Gonna get a heat exchanger soon so I can actually run proper times and not overheat my supercharger. Besides that, you have any questions for me, definitely ask Matt about that first at Jackal tuning, but you can ask me my thoughts about the tune as well in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. More Audi S4 content coming soon. Other than that, thanks for watching.